Hey everyone, I'm Slave to the Games, and this is week 3. What are you doing now? Of our Scum patch notes, everything that's changed in the past week on the game Scum. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, comment below on any questions you have. Also, if you're watching this on any one of our Twitches, myself, Syntax Toxie, and also Kakadane, although Kakadane currently is taking a break until he can get his computer up and running and the stream to be working effectively. We're just going to go over the patches like we did last week, talk about it a little bit, what our opinions are of them, and just go right down the list of what's there. And then after, probably talk a little bit about Scum if we have time. And if you guys are asking any questions, we'll try to answer them as well. Anything you guys want to add or introduce yourself or say what you do, etc., your favorite game, or do you think by now everyone knows what we do?
The whole 3 people maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so without further ado, I'll just go straight into the first one, and that's that they added the auto walk initiated by pressing shift and forward key. So you press shift plus W by default, and you'll be able to just auto walk. You won't have to actually hold it the whole time. What's your opinion?
Has anybody actually tested this out?
It works. I think it's great.
I literally
continue.
I literally played the game with the new patch online, and I haven't actually noticed it.
Basically, it's great for if you're going in a straight direction, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go that way across the field, but you don't want to sit there and actually listen to it. So you just press W shift, and you just sit there and just lay back and wait. Or you hold Alt and look around while your character does it. But in my mind, it's a quality of life addition to it. What about you, Kakadana? You tried it yet? What's your opinion on it?
No, I haven't tried the auto walking yet.
Do you like it that it's added? Do you dislike it?
Yeah, okay. I like it because it's annoying to press W when you have to walk across the whole map.
Yeah. Let's just hope that the vehicles come sooner, right?
I don't know. I never saw people's problems with holding W to walk.
I don't really have a problem with it.
It's just I'm just lazy, bro.
Say you're running in a really long direction, you're kind of like, I don't really want to. And you can just shift and kind of look around. Some people want to do that. Sometimes I don't mind doing it, but as long as it's like a quick thing, I can easily take my character back, and he doesn't keep running, and then I have to stop him before I can take control again. I'm fine. Oh, okay. Moving on to the next one is dedicated server will no longer cause lag spikes when the players climb onto windows or ladders. I actually never experienced that myself. What about you?
I think I did come across it a few times, so yeah.
Yeah?
But it was nothing major. It was quite rare, though.
What about you, Kakadani?
Well, I did experience some lag while climbing the ladders, but not that, well, devastating.
That's weird. The only thing I experience climbing ladders is I climb it, and then I get to the top, and then just as you're about to get to the top, I just teleport to the top of it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that's all I experienced. What? Man, you guys play with things so many times. Puppets can now damage you while you're in prone and crouched.
Yep. Hell yeah, finally.
Yeah, so they finally fixed that. I'm actually for that. Now they're more dangerous, and you can't just crouch or prone to get away from any impending doom. I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure we all appreciate that and like that.
Oh, I never cheated with that. What? I never crouched to get away from that.
Oh yeah, but now the people who do can't. Yeah, so say you're trying to shoot somebody down or chase them down, and then you're like, oh, I can't chase them because there's too many puppets/puppies. And then they're like, oh, I'm just going to crouch in this horde, and they can't do any damage. And you don't want to get close. I mean, I guess you could crouch and then, like, can you fight while crouched? Can you guys? Have you ever crouched fought with your melee weapon?
Yeah, you can.
You can shoot and everything.
Well, I knew you could shoot. I didn't know about fighting with a melee weapon. Okay, moving on from that. They added the ability to rebind chat and quick access buttons to options menu. So, to me, that doesn't really matter that much, but I'm sure there is people who actually care about that and actually do appreciate that. I actually have no opinion for that one.
Wait, we are on the rebind chat?
Yep,
right?
Yep, that one.
I don't know. I actually did like that because I am not used to having the letter T for my chat. It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah. I mean,
Most of my
normally it's
chats
enter.
are always on enter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But enter's
exactly.
to switch your
And I'm
view,
quite
so.
used to it. But you came from a console. You're not a long-time PC player, so
Hey,
you're not so much
I have
used to
played
it, you
2
know?
games on PC.
I'm not
I know, I get it.
I'm not bashing. I'm not bashing
I know.
him. I'm just saying I'm so fucking used to using enter to type stuff that I constantly do it, and instead of getting into chat, I fucking change my view all the time, which is annoying as fuck.
Okay, so we definitely have a plus on you. What about you, Kakadani?
I don't care what key it is.
Okay, we're the same points of view here. Okay, and then something I know both of you guys are gonna like, because I like it, is they added 2 new chests to the game. Improved wooden chest and improved metal chest. For now, the only difference, though, is the amount that can be stored in them. A 10x10 for the improved wooden chest. 10x10 for the wooden chest. 15x15 for the improved wooden chest. And then 20x20 for the metal chest. And the metal chest can't be destroyed right now.
I don't care.
Yeah, same. Don't
I
care.
like it because I hoard things and I want to be able to store them in there. But at the same time, they still haven't added anything to lock them, you know? So at the same point, anyone could just walk up and, take stuff from it.
Honestly, I never once did a.
That's because you didn't focus on building your place.
Well, you cannot really build much.
You put a
currently,
place
so-
to you put a place to like a shelter. You put your chest there, and there you go.
But I don't know. Honestly, I thought that I would use the boxes a lot more, but my main problem is you need to be at survival medium to be able to craft it. And for me, that's a bit dumb. I mean, how fucking hard can it be to take a few nails and planks? You can literally craft a plank, but you cannot nail those planks together to craft a box when you have lower than medium.
Sit there and you pick up
survival.
the nail, you pick up the plank.
Yeah, don't know. Yeah, but that's dumb. I believe that the lowest tier chest should be craftable with at least basic survival. And then,
Yeah.
I don't know, for the improved one, you would need medium
Next
and...
one.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Sorry?
I
For the
agree
next
with
one,
you.
advanced and stuff like that. If it was like that, I would probably use them. And on a side note, we were playing yesterday, the guy is called Chaver from our group. We were playing on the European 13 server, and we actually came across a guy at the boot camp. Dude was just about to stash all the loot he got into loot boxes, and
You
bam,
killed him?
we took it all.
Damn.
It was bloody awesome.
Dude, okay,
I
side
actually
note.
didn't.
Side note for
because-
that is I actually have before the wipe 5 chests full of ammo, guns, food, whatever you needed, literally, and it was just right next to the fence of the airport. And for like a week straight, nobody found this place. And every day I got on the game, I was like, somebody's gonna take my stuff. It's all gonna be gone, and I'm gonna be mad. But nobody took the stuff. Nobody found it. And I was just like, this is right out in the open. Okay, but moving on from there, they actually did the potential ACOG aim precision fix. So potentially your ACOG aim should be fixed. It's not guaranteed.
Is there even any problems with the ACOG game?
I didn't notice any, in my opinion at least. Through all the time I played with the ACOG, I've never seen any problem.
And there's one thing I hate about these fucking patch notes. Why the fuck is it in the game called AGOG, while in the patch notes they always write ACOG? For fuck's sake.
I have no idea.
Yeah, literally, in the game it's AGOG. I believe I mentioned that already, but in the patch notes, they always just write ACOG. It's annoying as fuck.
That's weird.
But yeah, actually, I think I've been shooting it a few times already. Not on too big distances, like 100, 200, and 300 meters.
Yeah.
When I was at the airport, I was trying to get headshots on puppies, and I had no problems at all. So I don't know. Maybe this is something that's individual
Maybe
problematic for players or something.
Well, moving on from that, the possible fix for a server crash when a player leaves the game. I am assuming that when you leave the game, it just crashes completely. But for me, I'll tell you, every single time I leave my game, like log out of the server, I always, no matter if it's forced or not, always it crashes the game completely and closes it.
Yeah, to me that
Really?
happens
Yep.
only once.
Nope, happens all the
Only
time for me.
once.
Every single time.
Not a single problem like that, but I want to warn people, all those 5 viewers that we have, which are 3 of us are us. One is my wife, so I don't know. So basically, warning for ourselves: do not use Rivia Tuner service statistics program.
What is
Did you
that?
hear me, Yakov?
What?
A warning: do not use Rivia Tuner statistics server.
What
app.
is that?
You know, basically, if you try to overclock your graphics card, you will
No, I don't care about
70% of the. That's such a bloody lesson. But if you want to do it, 70% of the time you're gonna download MSI Afterburner, and with it, a program called Rivia Tuner Statistics Server is gonna be installed automatically, or at least they will attempt to install it without you noticing.
Okay.
And the problem is the game hooks onto the program hooks on any game you're running, so that it can show you stats like I don't know, temperature. Temperatures and bullshit like that, you know. But there is also a feature you can use with the program to limit your frames
So
in a
what's the
game,
problem?
and that I was using it to lower my frames in game to 48 frames, the same as my stream is, so I could have a smoother stream, you know. And it does it in such a way that it hooks into the game's memory or something like that to be able to do it, and the game is able to recognize it.
Oh,
You will
okay.
get an error claiming that you've something about security and whatnot, while it's actually not. You're not cheating or anything. You're just capping your frame rate, but you'll have problems with it. So yeah.
Okay. Moving on from that, they added ammo for caliber 357.
I hate the fact that in game it's. I hate that in game it says .50, not .357.
Was that recent for you? Because this was a recent patch that said they added ammo caliber 357 now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Weird.
There wasn't 50 caliber ammo before this patch, and here it says says .357, while in game it says 50.
Oh, okay. They also added, like we mentioned earlier when we were just chatting around, added 2 new prison wallet items. I have no idea what those are right now. I would have to check it out, find out. Just another thing to quickly add to, they corrected boxing animation punches. I never really noticed too much of a problem before. I mean, I don't really fight in third person, so maybe it's a third person thing. I know in first person it's all manual fighting. It's not automatic or semi-automatic fighting.
No idea.
Okay.
Don't really use melee or boxing.
Moving on from
Yeah,
that,
I have never boxed the game.
they increased the number of items saved in single player from it's 100 items in 150 meter radius. So for everybody who plays single player, this is a good fact for you guys. For us, we play multiplayer. Pretty sure we only played single player once.
But what does it mean?
What do you mean?
What does 100 items?
100 items in
150
meter radius. That shows how many items can be in 150 radius before probably potentially destroying. So like anything over 100 items isn't saved in the game. So say in the 150 meters you store a bunch of stuff in a building, and you reach 100 items, and then you try to store another 10. It's only going to save 100 items. Does that make sense?
Not sure if that works with storage boxes.
With anything in there, because anything that isn't in a storage box has a timer of up to 60 minutes before it gets permanently deleted. They normally have 30 minutes, but they can go up to 60, and that's when no matter what, however long it was, if it's in that area for 60 minutes, even if you're in the area or not, it will be deleted from the area. So this most definitely has to do with dealing with inside containers.
If you say so.
Okay.
So what after that?
Moving on after that is they added Atlas LODs and textures for airport passenger buildings, pretty much optimizing meshes that render on long distances. So it just makes what you're looking at in the specific area, the airport passenger building, look a little bit better than before. Or hopefully a lot better.
That doesn't have to be, no. It says optimized, not better looking. Optimized can also mean that it looks the same, but performance-wise is a lot better.
Yep. Okay. And then after that, they fixed collision on a staircase in Lighthouse where players could not move. I never actually experienced that myself.
Well, I experienced that just you cannot climb at some stairs. You have to go left or right in order to avoid some certain areas. Maybe that's it, but I don't know.
No, that probably sounds like it's it because people couldn't climb up the stairs or move it up it, and that's what they apparently fixed on the Lighthouse. They also fixed a server crash when a prisoner dies while registered for an upcoming event and has no controller. Probably forced to log out is what they said. So I'm assuming it just crashed when you were killed while you were waiting for an event. I'm not too sure. Like maybe it was when you died and as you were switching over, the event started, etc., and then it caused some type of problem where the game ended up crashing because of the conflict.
Much event.
I played events, but I've never encountered that conflict. The next one is they fixed a bug on spawn screen that allows players to pay respawn fee multiple times by pressing the button in quick succession. I've never encountered that myself.
Yeah, I was never that impatient or rage quitting that much, so
yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I could imagine somebody being all rage-like or whatever the hell and just smashing it and then waking up with a fucking 500 minus
so can you imagine spawning at your shelter and you're like, I gotta get to my shelter because they're gonna rob stuff. Click, 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 click. And there's no points after that.
Yeah.
And then you get killed again and you can't even spawn there? Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, annoying as fuck.
So then also they fixed aquatic life. So that means whereas I remember going into water and I would drown, but pretty much I just pass out, regain all my health, and then just start swimming again, pass out, regain all my health, then start swimming again, and it did it over and over. You could never actually die while drowning. Now you can. You guys can die now. So yes, you couldn't before. I perfectly tested myself. But you can now. Completely. There's also a bug where when you're swimming, if you have a crap ton of weight on you and you like sink down to the bottom and then you take it all off, sometimes it doesn't let you go it doesn't let you swim back up to the surface. So yeah, they haven't fixed that yet.
I don't think that's a bug. You're not supposed to go in water with a crap ton of gear.
If you drop it all and you swim to the top, I'm saying it doesn't let you. Yeah.
No.
Definitely a bug. They fixed a bug where the microphone indicator wasn't active when push to talk was disabled. So
what was that?
I hiccuped at the same time. You're muted now, or you're just messing with us.
Who, me?
No, not you. Disabled. Anyways, were you gonna say something, Syntax?
Nope.
Oh, okay. They also have the hungry, thirsty messages are localization fix. I have no idea what this means. Do you guys?
So
hunger and thirsty messages localization fix.
So probably in the German and Russian translations of the game, there were invalid hungry and thirsty messages, so they fixed them.
Oh, okay. B3 military base was they moved military crates that were in the ground or rearranged crates on streets for better player movement. Just a quick fix.
Yeah, we pretty much probably have to go and see that.
Yeah. I have no idea. Like I probably might have come across this, maybe. The SVD and AK-47. Yeah, probably have, but then just didn't really pay too much attention to it. The SVD and AK-47 animations have another update, so whether that's making them look a little bit better in the hand, hopefully, or if it's just, you know, having a random visual update, it doesn't specify. It just says that there was an animation update, so I'm assuming it looks better when you're using it now. Do you guys notice anything different? It was literally this Friday past.
Yeah, I only now noticed that our dear Squatch has joined my stream and I haven't answered the question. Or better said, a suggestion by him. Holding spacebar makes you swim up. If you're over 50% weight load, you will sink. There you go.
Okay. The next one is the greenhouse. Item spawner increased spawning chances. That's all it has for it. But what I can add to this is there's new settings for us, Syntax, to change for our server. It separates it to where now we can. I already increased it, if you saw already, to how many animals are in the world and how many zombies / puppies are in the world and how many sentries are in the world.
I remember they putting the animal and puppy one, but I don't remember the sentry one.
That's there as well. It was at a -1 for whatever reason, so I put it to a 1. I don't know why was that.
I have a feeling you increased the sentries by a double.
No, I didn't.
Unknown. Okay.
No.
Why didn't you put it on 100?
Why would I put sentries to 100?
Why not?
Okay, anyways.
That's the better question. Why not?
They optimized railway bridge logs. So, same thing. Either made it look better or made it perform better. Most likely made it perform better, like you said, Syntax. So I never encountered any problems going across the bridge. I've actually been to it, walked across it, walked under it, and I didn't encounter any problems. But if it made it better, I'm assuming that I'll not have a chance of encountering the problem that people encounter.
It might... You know what? It might all just be. Do you remember how mostly when you enter a new sector or when you get close to a position of interest,
it renders.
How you will get that, how you will get that lag spike because it's rendering it.
Yeah.
This is probably that.
Oh, okay.
The LODs are optimized, so at least I hope that that should mean that the lag spike won't be so bad.
Yeah, I really hope that that's something that continues to get worked on, because so far, I don't lag unless I'm rendering in something in the world. That's the only time I ever lag now, is when I'm rendering something. Like, for instance, the prison, or not the prison, but the factory, I believe is what it's called. Whenever I go there, I can get like 100 feet away, and it's completely not, like, it's just a field, and then all of a sudden, BAM! The whole entire thing is there. I'm like, Jesus, okay, I was that close. Moving on from that, the fixed player start position. So they fixed the problem where players spawn too high in the air. That actually never happened to me. So, I mean, I'm glad it's fixed, but I never spawned too high in
the air. Likewise.
Okay, what about you, Kakadani?
Neither. Okay. Neither.
After that, the animal waypoint editing. Some animals spawned underground. Now they're not going to.
Oh, yeah, I did notice that.
Oh, really? I actually never noticed that myself.
Well, I did occurrences here, animals that I could not find, even though I was looking for them, but...
Oh yeah, I just assumed they weren't in my view or something.
Yeah, likewise.
They doubled item auto-destruct distance and timer. It checks every 20 minutes if someone is in a 100-meter radius. If not, the item is destroyed, and after 6 minutes, it gets destroyed no matter of player radius. This does not apply to shelters and boxes, and time timer is reset each time the player has an interaction with the item. So that goes with what I said earlier, pretty much. They fixed...
I don't know.
What?
I don't like it. I think that it should still be... the item should be left if a player is close to it.
Oh, okay, because of the max limit of 60 minutes, and then you think it should be indefinite if the player is still there. Now, any player or just the player who dropped it?
Any player.
Okay, well, think about it this way, though. If people just keep on dropping stuff and leaving it, and people keep on walking in the same area, they'll never leave, and people could keep dropping things and dropping, and it eventually builds up, and it's going to cause problems for the game.
Well, honestly, the timers they added are perfectly fine. So
yeah,
in my opinion, they might be actually a bit too long, but okay.
I think
But
it's
yeah,
60 an hour. If nobody passes, an hour.
I think that the hour should be removed, and the first one that's 20 minutes right now should probably be at like 15 or something. I mean, even at the fucking airfield, there will be a situation or not when there's nobody for 15 minutes there, you know, because come on. And then again, then you have server restarts that also delete all of the shit. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of it because I mean, I understand the need of it to relieve some of the uh, memory lag and whatnot from the servers, but imagine I'm going through the bunkers or I'm going through the boot camp or something. I drop a shotgun with a shit ton of ammo because I managed to find a nice SVD and a nice AKM. And then some poor bugger, half a minute after me, comes back to the same place where I already was, and he won't be able to find shit because I looted everything, and he won't even be able to pick up the shotgun that I left.
Well, I mean, isn't that just something that can be changed with owning a server? Because for chance, we specifically control how much stuff is looted in our world. If somebody loots a container right now in our world and takes whatever's in there, it's going to take 45 minutes before anything in it spawns.
Yeah,
we can
but
change
we
that.
should take in account how a official server is. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. So I guess we'll move on from that one. Continue on and come back to the after. They fixed items only having uncraft action on a state load. This means
be right
that
back.
This means that some items in SP or single player after logging in were unusable. You could only uncraft items, for example, spears. This is again something that is single player.
Totally don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. But for everybody who plays single player, you're gonna like that apparently. So I mean, you can now uncraft things. They fixed options related issues and crashes with German and Russian languages.
Is that good?
That sounds good. Again, something that doesn't really apply to me, but you know, for other people, is probably going to be something great. I'm assuming that's going to be, yeah, definitely going to help out. They had an improvised stab-proof vest craftable item, so now you can actually craft it.
Well, yeah, I kind of wanted something like that.
Honestly, I don't really care too much about the armors right now because you can find anything in anything. It's
yeah, that's on our server when the loot is kind of increased a little bit.
Actually,
but
we don't have it
others
increased.
We
don't have it increased. We can't change how much loot spawns. We can only change the time it takes for things to respawn.
No, we did have it increased where the loot spawn.
We can't. I know for a fact we cannot.
Then actually go through the server list and you're gonna actually see people's servers saying that they increased loot by.
No, they can't. I can tell you right now, 10%. They can't. The only thing you can change in for loot is how long it takes for the loot to respawn. So the food, water, then the weapons, and then also the armors. It separates it into different categories of which, like in a container, on the ground, or in different places. You can't actually change how much loot is there. You can't do that right now. So for everybody who thought you can, you can't. I know for a fact, I own my own server with Syntex. We both have the ability to go in and look. If you go through, anyone who owns your server, you'll be able to check and you'll see there's nowhere you can actually change loot up or down. It's always going to be the same amount of loot. You can just change how fast it respawns in a specific area. So far, the games right now is all official settings when it comes to how much loot spawns. Eventually, they will most likely add the ability to do that, but right now they don't have that. Which, by the way, I'm glad that they have added a bunch of different options now to specifically choose what respawns, animal or puppet-wise, and sentry, but sentries I'm keeping the same. Imagine having 100 sentries at the airport. Anyways, moving on from that, they have closed collision on tunnel frames, big and small. It's a possible bug fix with teleporting players outside of it. I never encountered this myself, so again, I'm just glad it's fixed, but I personally just kind of not really interested in. What about you?
don't know what. I'm not sure, really sure what this bug actually represents.
Basically, you'd walk into the tunnel, and there'd be a collision area that you walk into, and then all of a sudden just teleport out of the tunnel.
Never happened.
Yeah, never happened to me either. But glad it's fixed, though, just in case it ever did happen.
What we at?
We are now on fixed issues where sentries would sometimes not be able to pass underneath the vaults high above the ground. So the vaults and the shelters.
Okay.
So now they can pass under it. Yeah. Kakane, is that you going? Oh crap.
No, I was just laughing at syntax's space.
Oh, okay. Nearby items are now saved in single player. So going back to the other one, remember guys, there's a timer. This is just continuing on. They removed collision from industrial lights. You can't jump on them now. To me, when I read this, it seemed bad. Like, wouldn't you want to? Like, what if you're like trying to get away from someone? Like now you can't climb on top of whatever this is.
Oh wait, which one? Which one?
Removed collision from industrial lights. You can't jump on them now. I don't know.
It's dumb.
I don't really have an opinion on it. Other than the fact that if it's one more thing I can't climb on, I mean, who knows? Maybe one time I would have climbed on that. So since we don't really have too much information on that, I guess we could just move on.
Yeah. Okay,
so they rearranged some house interiors so players do not get stuck while vaulting.
You skipped one.
I will go back to that one after. I wasn't going to say it. I was going to keep it on the down low and just go back to it. Why would you have to point it out? Anyways, I think that's great because now people aren't going to get stuck hopping into houses. It never encountered anything like that with me personally, but I'm glad that it's fixed now so that I don't encounter it. What about you, Syntax? I put him on the spot because he's eating. I put him on the spot because he was eating.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not eating.
Okay. They rearranged some house interiors so players do not get stuck while vaulting.
That's awesome, but I do believe that there should be a chance to fail at vaulting, Parker, and whatnot. Any thoughts?
What do you mean a chance to fail? Like, if your strength isn't high enough, or you're going too fast, or something, you trip or something?
Well, yeah, something like that. If the dexterity, you could make a system where all of the attributes are combined.
Well, because I know right now, if you're climbing a ladder and you run out of stamina, you'll drop from it.
Really?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
You just stop climbing.
It won't let me. Whenever I do it, I always fall off. It always drops me from the ladder. It doesn't stop me from climbing. Yep. Every time I run out, I just drop. Like I just let's go.
Stop climbing when it gets low. Wait to the stamina to regenerate.
You're saying you just stop. No. I'm saying when it reaches 0. Like not when you stop and wait for it to go up. Like if you keep climbing and it reaches 0, you'll let go and drop. So
where the fuck have you guys been climbing to be able to get your stamina at 0 for fuck's sake?
I was sprinting away from a horde of puppies, climbed a ladder, and then fell into the horde of puppies.
GG.
Because he was impatient.
No, I had to run. You can't. Okay, you can't outrun the puppies unless you're at a good straight. You have a good amount of stamina, and you get out of their attraction zone.
Have you also been reading Squatch's comments? Maybe no.
Which ones?
It will get to a point where there is no loot. Item respawns should happen regardless of player being in the vicinity, and item despawns should work the same way after 15 minutes or so of not being interacted with then items should despawn.
Also, I haven't been because he's only commenting on yours, and I don't have the multi-stream pulled up.
Well, yeah.
You fucking you traitor!
I got it now. Here we go. 1 second.
I am removing my 1 viewership from you right now.
No, I'm fixing it. Don't do this to me, bro.
Bloody bastard.
There we go. I got us all. Pow pow.
You're sleeping on the couch.
Pow pow. Aw. For a second, I was like, Kakudane, where's yours?
Wait, why don't you just open the link I gave you?
I just did. What do you think I did?
Oh, okay.
I just summoned
What,
it
you
out of
made
thin
a new
air
one?
and created a new one. No, okay.
It only took you. It only
15.
took you.
Anyways, they significantly reduced the range for inventory handling and crafting sounds.
40 minutes to open the link.
Hey, don't make me bring stuff up. I will do this. Okay, so what do you guys think about that, if you remember what I said?
Honestly,
I have no idea.
Yeah, see?
never actually was against it. I didn't actually care, but you were against it highly,
Yep.
so.
They significantly reduced the range for inventory handling and crafting sounds. It's actually just the sounds and then handling it. That's it. It's not actually decreasing the window to where you grab things, the vicinity window. It's not decreasing that, guys. So it still hasn't solved my problem that I have with it. After that, they fixed the hum sound artifacts for wind and crafting.
Did you even reread the one you missed?
No, but I'm going to now after you answer that one. Thanks for reminding me.
Which the bunker one?
Fixed hum sound artifacts for wind and crafting. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what it says.
What the fuck?
They just fixed the hum sound artifacts for wind
artifacts?
and crafting. I don't know. It's confusing me because it says fixed hum sound artifacts for wind and crafting. I have no idea what this means. Okay.
I'm guessing that a artifact is probably a part of a sound or something.
I'm gonna assume.
I'm guessing at least.
Now the one I missed 3 times. They fixed the collision on bunker rooms with glass. Players should see you through the glass now. They won't just see a floating gun. They'll actually see you now.
Wait, does that mean you missed 2 of them?
No.
You also missed the step-proof vest then?
No, I got that. You weren't here for that. You don't get to complain. We weren't here.
I'm always here.
Oh, I forgot. Not in front of the kids. Not in front of the kids.
Reduced range of puppet sounds. No!
No! Okay, but
Danger,
I'm actually a
danger.
fan of that because now you won't actually hear them from miles away, just an exaggeration. But now it'll be a little bit more of a surprise when you see them because you won't hear them ridiculously far away. Honestly, their low rumbling shouldn't be as loud as it was beforehand because I'd hear them and I'd have plenty of time to find where they were, and they'd be like 50 to 75 meters away.
They made sentries louder. Fuck
Yes, they did. And then they also, since somebody skipped something, added search sounds for various items. Kakudani.
Oh, that wasn't important.
Yes, it is, because now if people search things, you can hear them in a building. PvP, bro. PvP.
And after all of those comes the one that I believe personally is bullshit.
What? You mean the
next one, the picture? I think it's bullshit.
Oh, the gold?
Yeah.
The golden gun?
It's a golden eagle, for fuck's sake.
It's a golden gun.
I hate.
No, I'm kidding.
It's a golden desert eagle.
Okay,
yeah.
but listen, is it a gun?
No, it's a choo-choo train.
Exactly. Is it golden? Golden gun.
No, it's not a golden gun. Because a desert eagle is not a gun.
No?
A desert eagle is a hand cannon, for fuck's sake. Hey, nice save.
Fine. You win this one. And then after
but yeah,
that,
definitely.
never mind, syntax.
I really hate golden skins.
Yeah?
Dear God, please don't do it, Gamepires.
You were okay with the Chrome one?
Chrome, like, silver, maybe. But, no. Those two, nah.
So, finally, for everybody who owns their own servers, they added new settings you can change. That's... They implemented a few damage modifiers, so this is human-to-human damage multiplier, human-to-human armed melee damage, human-to-human unarmed melee damage. This means you can customize your own server to make it more PvP or more PvE and more hardcore in terms of like which one you want to be increased more.
They really needed to add that because I entered a random server and I stabbed a dude about 20 times, hit him with a spear about 20 times, and I beat him with a fucking fist about 50 times. He didn't die.
And they also added the start time of the day. So it allows you to change what time of the day you want to start daytime as. And I set that around 7 a.m. just because that's what it starts at here.
No, it starts at 8 a.m.
7 a.m. where I am.
But 8, and it's
7.
a global setting. 8.
7.
8 is when morning starts.
No,
6
but 7
a.m.
is when I see daylight. It's still dark until 7 for me.
Doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Anyway, what I wanted to say something else though. We should lower the human-to-human damage multiplier. Wait, is there one for
Why?
Why?
You know how low it is.
Why? It's so low right
damage. Now. You need to hit a person
Listen to me, you motherfuckers!
times to kill someone.
Let Syntax explain it.
Can I finish first?
No.
I would only lower the firearm damage, but I would increase the melee and unarmed. Fight me like a man.
Why?
Why?
Because kill on sight is annoying.
Barely anyone kills on sight, except for at the airport, okay?
Yeah,
That's
because
a 50-50.
there's nobody on our server.
Even when there is.
And those that are our friends.
I've met plenty of people at the airport where we got into fights, and we'd sit there and we were standing down each other on opposite end, and we'd just be chilling as we're shooting at each other. And then we've even walked away from each other. And there was a chance one time where people could have trolled me because they kept spawning on my area to try and talk to them, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to troll you. And I was like, sweet, thanks, guys. And I still got some items back left because they didn't take everything. So our server's been pretty good on trolls and kill on sight. Like, even I try not to kill on sight, and that's saying something. I think it's fine where it is, in my opinion. If anything, I think the human part fighting needs to be up, but the guns should stay the same. But moving on from there, because we'll have plenty of time to discuss certain things after, is they added how you can adjust your own start time on your server and how fast the day and night cycles change, various client performance tweaks, and then various server performance tweaks. So hopefully it performs better. Now, this was the only patch that came through because these two were kind of just the one I just read from was a quick thing they added after the first one, and it was only one thing because I think they're trying to change to weekly updates instead of a bunch of different ones. But who knows, maybe they just were working so hard on these that they just released one patch this week, and maybe they will go back to doing it as fast as possible. Who knows? But it was a pretty good amount that they changed. I don't know if this was actually anywhere close to... Yeah, it still wasn't as many as they got in the first week in terms of changes, but they still are updating relatively frequently. I hope that they don't slow down too much and that they stay at least this pace, continuing on.
But you have to keep in mind that the first week, first week and a half, whatever,
was the first week.
Previous patches, yeah, it was.
And they needed to fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
Always Syntax.
But didn't they already state somewhere that they plan on doing a weekly update?
I have no way to confirm that, so I won't try. I have no idea.
Because I think I discussed it with somebody in the Scum official Discord server, and I think it was actually a mod or a junior mod that claimed that they said that they hope to make it a weekly patch thing. So
I don't really confirm anything until I know for a fact. He disgusted it with someone. That's it now. It's disgusted.
Disgusted. Also, oh fuck. Oh, God damn it.
So,
also, Squatch asks, future plans for the Syncore server.
What are our future plans?
Try to raise enough money to keep it going. Would be the first plan, I think.
Right now, don't we have enough for like a third of the second month players if we keep it at what we have?
We do? Where from?
Don't we? Didn't you get another $20 donated for it?
Yeah, you did.
Not for it. I got it for balloons.
Okay, never mind. We only have this month, which is a half a month away from ending. So yeah, funds to keep our server up, guys, because we don't have it. Help out.
But wait, what was the day when we purchased it?
The first or between the first and third.
If so, then I should check out. I think I should have something left over at my PayPal.
I can't do any donations until my thing hits 100 for Twitch, because they donated to Twitch, and I can't do anything until it's 100. So donate, guys! $100 right now. Moving on from that, if you guys wanted, we could talk about the early access roadmap for what they have planned for this game. For the early access.
I was trying to find that fucking roadmap, but I couldn't find it.
I actually have it right now.
Honest. Wasn't it supposed to be on Steam?
It is on Steam. I'm on it right now.
I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it anywhere on Steam.
Well,
Something was messed up then.
Moving on, the following features that they have in the game are available now. We can completely skip that. We don't need to know all the features in it now unless you guys want to do a quick overview for everybody who may not know.
No.
Okay, moving on to just the features that are planned. They have a meta-narrative gameplay, primary and secondary missions, side quests, and endgame content planned for the game. We all know about this. It's the story of the game. It's how you get your rebel points that will help you escape the island, etc. Doing things against the TV show. So we can kind of skip over that one. They're going to have functional vehicles plus different vehicle types, i.e. boats, cars. I'm pretty sure it's going to be trucks as well. I'm pretty sure they might have some military vehicles, hopefully. You think they'll add any vehicles, guys, with weaponry on it?
Nivalada.
Probably.
Yeah? What do you think?
I'm
think they'll add
hoping
a
for
tank?
Nivalada. No.
That would be cool, so we can go up against the sentry.
God! No, I don't think they'll add a tank. That'd be pretty dope. Oh, okay.
I want a Nivalada. That's it. Or a Opel Forester.
I just want a scooter. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I want a taxi. Or a regular, like, a sedan. So I can be an Uber driver. Don't judge me! I see you judging!
That actually... No. That actually sounds fun.
Oh, okay. Sweet. This is approved by Syntax Toxie in the group. They're going to add female characters to the game. Yay! I mean, it's not a huge thing to me. I'm always going to play female, but for all you females who want to play female and all of you men who want to play female, you will be able to now. Well, soon. Not now. Soon.
Screw that shit.
Hey.
The whole fucking game is gonna be overpopulated by female characters then.
Well, look at it this way. Do you want to look at a man's ass or a female ass?
I don't go play in third person, so I look at nobody's.
If I'm trying to portray myself in the game, then I want to be looking at a man's ass, but also using first person, so it doesn't really make too much difference.
I only play in third person because it's more fun.
So, Kakudani, you're going to play a woman. Got it. Moving on. Fortifications and bases functional. So that means that in the factory where you can walk up to the generator and it shows a symbol that you can open it, you'll actually be able to turn on the generator and actually start being able to use the features of these bases. They're in the game, they're just not being able to be used right now. I actually have confirmed and shown you guys this in my previous streams before. Except for you guys. You guys were there.
There is also generators at the C2 bunker as well. Yes. And also I think there was also in D4, I believe it was.
Yep.
Bunker as well.
I was waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, and you and I also found inside one of the bunkers, I think it was C2, right? Where we found inside a door that shown we could open, but not right now. And this, you and I concluded, is most likely going to have to do with the story.
A lot of bunkers actually has those kind of doors that are in there, but aren't actually openable. And also they are always fully closed doors. For instance, when you go into a bunker, usually in the depository rooms, the door is wooden and it has a window panel, you know, which you can see inside. But there was another...
There was another... Don't get distracted.
room which you couldn't enter, but it also had a depository sign in front of it, but you also could not enter it. And you bloody bastard.
Hey, what are you doing? Focus.
No. Come on, continue. What was I about to say?
Okay. Anyways, moving on from that, since he's passing it to me, they're also going to add advanced visual character customization. I have no idea what this means unless they actually just increase the amount of character customization. That's it. That's my exact guess on what it is. 8 more faces, guys.
No, that's literally what you said plus more. You'll probably gonna be able to customize it in more detail. So, for instance, you know how in I don't know, some of the bigger games today, you can actually set how your fucking nose looks.
Okay, yeah.
So maybe a bit more into detail like that, and also the number of other features as well.
Okay. They're also going to have safe zones implemented into the game. So as of right now,
snowflakes.
Exactly, for snowflakes. Because as of right now,
bloody bastards.
Because there is no safe zones right now. Unless you come to the airport, and then you say hello to me. I'm safe. Hey! He messed with our settings! Great. Welcome back. Thanks for messing with the cameras. Anyways, moving on from there, after the snowflake incident, they'll have advanced combat system, martial arts plus improved weapon control and movement. It's gonna be good. They're also gonna have soft skills and skill levels fully implemented. I can't see. You're not pointing at me.
Also, he's pointing at you from my screen. He's pointing at you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, I have a question. Has anybody actually found any of those Canon ammo as I found it before?
Nope. Not a single one.
Nope.
So I have a feeling that wasn't supposed to be aired.
Doesn't matter.
To find a full box of Canon ammo and not be able to do anything with it.
Maybe it's like locational, like it's only found at that location.
Like I found it in a military base.
Yeah, maybe it's only in that military base you can find it. You have to go back and try to find out. Or it could be like a super rare drop, like a 0.10% of finding it or something. I don't know. They're also going to have advanced crafting system. Right now, guys, like I said, the crafting isn't anything special to me. It has no way at all other than the storage and the shelter to spawn. Nothing grabs my attention. And that's mainly, I can counter it, and mainly because I stay at the airport. And everything I need is found there. Like, I can find anything I need there. I don't need to ever leave. And if I ever need water, which is now less of a difficulty because they actually fixed the vending machines and now actually spawn drinks. I actually now theoretically never have to leave. What?
Have you played recently?
Yeah. What?
And do they really spawn?
Yeah, they spawn sodas.
In that case, the bunker vending machines are fucked up.
Oh, okay.
They don't spawn shit.
I was gonna say, like, in the airport and even off it, because I made a travel all the way up to the top of the map and back for some time, just because I wanted to travel somewhere, and I ended up bringing back a crap ton of stuff. But pretty much any vending machine I go into, I find something now. Whereas before they fixed it, I didn't.
Okay, no. I think actually I'm not certain about the bunker ones, but what I actually meant the police station ones. Have you ever gotten anything from one?
I have.
What the fuck, then? Is it really my crummy luck, then?
I don't know. Before they fixed it, I never got anything from it. But now, I generally always get something from a vending machine. Like, 99% of the time. 9 out of 10, I will find something. Moving on from it, they will add the Rebellion experience system, the Rebel points, etc. If I had any superpower right now, it'd be to pop the balloon in your face. Like, pop! Advanced NPC and Animal AI. I have no idea what the NPC one is going to be, unless it's talking about the new NPCs they'll eventually be adding, which Guys, suggestion here, and also something I have an idea of. I feel like, has anyone here played Rust other than me?
Nope.
No?
For 10 minutes.
Okay, never mind. You guys don't have enough experience in that. But anyways, going off from Rust, Rust has it to where there's scientists in the game. There are human NPCs. I feel like they're gonna add something similar to that. Human NPCs of whether they're either going to be, in my mind,
Bro, you do know what an NPC stands for, right?
non-playable character.
Exactly. And they mentioned what? NPCs and animals, right?
Yes, it's
What
saying
about
advanced
animals?
NPC and animal AI though. So it's just it's increasing the AI that's there. I'm suggesting new NPCs, not just advanced, not their AI, because AI isn't the same thing.
But there will be. That's already confirmed.
Exactly, but I'm just saying something as a
but-
specification.
No.
Yes, I want to
Unnecessary.
open up the doors. Dab in the bunker. Sorry, it was there. In the bunker and have scientists or people be there.
Okay, I misunderstood then, but
course
I
you
wanted
did.
to point out. Of course I did. Yes.
I'm kidding.
Am I mommy or not? Mommy's always interpret
wrong.
things wrong.
By the way,
but
thank
you always have to admit you're right. Yeah, but the NPCs are probably referred to for the puppets, the sentries.
Whatever else is
We
going to
haven't
be
even
future
anything
installed. No, it's just the puppies, the sentries, and the animals. So right now it's referring to them, but I'm assuming they're going to add more AI to the game via the story missions, the side missions, etc. I think it'd be pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but if they added like criminals in the world that were NPCs that had like taken over places that from the first season, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Actually, be an awesome idea.
Yeah, like ones that are still there and remainders. Maybe like I don't know about bosses or anything like that, because if they did bosses, I don't know how I feel about that. But at the same time, if they did, it'd probably be again somebody from the first season who won and survived and is now a super badass with badass gear because they survived the first season, but they didn't want to leave because they enjoyed the killing too much or whatever. Like I don't know. Oh,
I would
Pikachu.
actually like to see those kind of bosses, to be honest.
But then, like, how would you do that? Because you don't want something to be, for instance, a bullet sponge in this type of game where it's realistic. But at the same time, is it just going to give them like a new set of gear, like maybe a level 4 tier, to where this guy is like juggernaut armor?
What if they have unique pieces of gear that you can only get
By
from
killing
that
them.
boss?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I could be okay with
I
that.
think that would be awesome.
I just don't want the game to turn into bullet sponges.
But currently it is with the sentries already. If
Well,
you take
okay,
a look at it,
humanoid bullet sponges, to be precise. Sentries are understandable. That's a
Okay.
believable thing.
well, I agree with you, but I think it should be made then in some other way to make it so that more people have to cooperate to be able to take the boss down. Either by having a high amount of enemy NPCs involved, or I don't know, some kind of teamwork needed to be able to get to the boss.
To counter that, they should have high numbers, not bullet sponge. High numbers meaning have a specific area, whereas like Mr. Smiley is somewhere in the world. If he is in the world right now at all, I have no idea where he would be. But going off from that, I think that they should choose an area on the map, airport, whatever, just like a really hard area, and just fill it with sentries and puppies that are able to use guns, and make it difficult to where like if you want to go in there, you can't just sprint in because you're gonna get shot the hell up. Like you can't just run past the sentries now. You're gonna have to worry about all these other things as well. Maybe make it to where some places have traps in the game, because you know that they can do that. This is a TV show, and they did mention they'll be able to alter the weather. They'll be able to cause forest fires, etc. Like the forest fires things, to be honest, I'm actually confused about because I don't know how well that's gonna work.
Did you check out a few videos online with people showcasing the items you can spawn by being an admin?
No, I don't really care too much about that, but you can explain.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to look at things that I won't be able to do right now. But if you want to talk about it, yeah, I'm free to listen to it. I'd itch my knee.
But that's the thing. You can do them right now. Because there are currently a few items in game that you can spawn as an admin and use. But you cannot find them as loot.
Yeah, but that's admin. That's admin privilege, and I want to avoid that. I want to play how it is right now, and when it's added to the game, then implement it.
I asked if you actually checked out any videos
and I said
on the subject because I have. For instance, there is a Santa costume. And wait, what the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about environmental damages to the game, like forest fires.
No. Before that,
we were
exactly. I wanted to make a point. No, I forgot.
We were talking about NPCs.
Oh no! Traps.
There we go, traps.
You can actually find a part of a trap as a spawnable asset in the game.
Huh.
So basically, it's 5-6 huge ass boulders, and it's probably one of those traps where you would hang the boulders, so when somebody opens the door or something, they fall on them.
Okay.
So while you were speaking of them adding traps into the game, it's partially already in the game.
Well, yeah, okay. But when let me put it this way to be specific for you. When I say I want an NPC added, I want a trap added, that means I want it. Like I just want it. It doesn't mean like whether it's already planned or not. It doesn't change the fact that I want it. I know that some of these features are already planned for the game, and I want to be able to see them, etc. I know they're going to be coming out. It's just I like talking about features of the game that aren't really out and that I actually want to see and that I'm actually excited about, or that I want to bring suggestions. And if my suggestions are things that are already there, that makes it even better. Moving on, though, so we can finish this list and then continue on with any discussion, really, is the advanced NPC and wildlife sets. I have no idea what the sets mean, part of it. Do you guys?
Sure.
No? Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll move on from that. If any of you guys do know what the advanced NPC and wildlife sets are, like how to define it, don't forget to comment below, mention it. Advanced team mechanics. This is obviously holding F and bringing someone into the team and then like doing something with that. Whatever that entails, I have no idea. Maybe they'll add a health bar for your teammates somewhere. You think that?
Right back, checking something out.
No problem. Kakadana, are you talking?
How about now?
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna be something like a little icon or something like like you have in World of Warcraft or any kind of like game like that.
Yeah.
Where you have a bar and the name of the person showing.
Yeah,
on the side,
and then obviously
like
when you remove the BCU, it'll get rid of that because they already said when you get rid of the BCU, you get rid of your HUD, advanced HUD. So most likely you're only going to be able to see the basic hunger, thirst, energy, etc. And then that's it. So maybe when you remove the BCU, they take away the teammate thing as well. What do you think about
that? Don't know.
Moving on from that, advanced network events. Additional network events. So just more events. Honestly, I think that's a great thing. I think they need to try and get away from the average events or the traditional events that we currently have, like deathmatch, capture the flag, etc. Because, I mean, sure, obviously they're going to add them because they said that they're going to have pretty much every single basic one you can get in one, but I think that they should specialize in trying to create some new events, some new type of things that you can do. Maybe focus these on, instead of just PvP directly, maybe do like PvPvEs or PvE events as well. You know, like a horde of zombies, like take from everything and kind of just build off from that. I don't know. Advanced fame point system. Have no idea what this means other than the fact that maybe because of how much fan points you have, like you said, the sponsors and what type of gear you can get from the safe zones will be implemented, like we talked about before. Additional weapons and gear, that's self-explanatory, and then larger urban areas. So I'm going to take that as bigger cities, bigger towns, bigger and etc. Less of open fields, more of buildings. I'm a fan of that. I actually really like that. I would prefer if the whole map was a gigantic city, but we can't get that, and that's not going to happen. Is there anything you want to add to that, Kakadami?
No, not really.
Okay, so we've gone through every single patch note for this exact week. We've talked about future plans that they have for 1.0. Obviously, this list could be added to or removed from. Is there anything you guys want to talk about continuing on from now, or do you guys want to end it? We have time to discuss anything we want, but our main goal is taken care of.
We should probably end it for now.
Okay.
At least me.
So then, for everybody who's currently watching on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying our weekly discussion on the patch notes, what's changed, what we think of the game, etc. Don't forget to comment below on anything that you have for suggestions, what you dislike about the game, what you like about the game, and also what you think that we or I could do better next time. Also, if you're on Twitch, don't forget to follow or subscribe if you want to be that one extra person who's amazing. Don't forget to follow every single one of us, Syntax Toxie, Kakudane. I know we are streaming all the time, pretty much. Between Syntax and I, we're generally always on Scum. Kakudane, I'm pretty sure you're on Scum at least half of the week.
I'm currently focusing on Witcher.
Okay, well, never mind. He's focusing on something else. But Syntax Toxie and I will be most of the week on. Whether it's every day or we miss a day or two, we're generally always on. We're always looking up facts about Scum. We're always thinking about different things to do. Always looking at these patch notes, reading what people have to say in the Scum Discord. So once again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to stop by for our next weekly Scum patched discussion reveal. We always stream live on Twitch around 12 p.m. What would mine be? Mountain time? Like what? What's our time? Give me a time, guys.
What?
Okay, I live in El Paso, Texas, guys. It's 12 p.m. for me. I thought it was mountain time, but I could be wrong.
You go by Denver time zone.
Okay, so pretty much it's 12 p.m. for me. You guys know where I am. And we do it every single Sunday. It's a weekly video / stream. And we do it pretty consistently. If we're not exactly on the dot, it's because we're currently setting up the cameras. We're setting up what we need, making sure our voices sound fine and everything. We thank you guys for stopping by. And don't forget to stop by for the next video. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I'm out.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Hey, folks, and thanks.